What's up, everybody? Crazy 8's here with another Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron toy review. This time we are looking at, this is hard to read, General Grievous's Final Battle Pack. So this is a 2-pack. You get Grievous's ship and you get Obi-Wan Kenobi's ship. This is from Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. So let's take a look at the box and then we'll get into the contents. All right, so this is one of those Target exclusives, only at Target, where you're gonna find this 2-pack. It's the plastic packaging, but since they're bigger, it's in a box and not on a carded back. So you have the figures here, and the ships are right there in the plastic packaging. This is no number on this one because it's 2 ships, not one by itself. Episode 3 is up here, only at Target over here. You got part of a battle going on this side. Obi's ship on this side. Was this Grievous's? Yeah, I guess so. Top, not much. Bottom, there is a barcode, and nothing over here. Disney over here in the corner though. Top, bottom side, and we go on this side. So you get 2 blueprints. You get Grievous's blueprint, and you have Obi-Wan. So Grievous is number 183, and this is 184 in the line. Now I think Grievous's was a chase at one point. I think. Don't quote me. But you have the playabilities. He has got guns that pop out. He can sit down. Landing gears, stuff like that. Same thing with this guy. He's got landing gears, R2 unit, and he can sit down in it. The figures, you got Grievous, Obi, and R4G9. I think that is. We'll go with that. I say it ain't what it used to be. All right, so let's get this thing out of the box and take a look at it. So one of the cool things is it actually finally comes with a backdrop. Lately, they haven't been giving out backdrops like this, but you do have a planet-wide backdrop that you could use if you want to display it. You might have to tape up the sides to make it a little more solid, but that's what you have going on here. Which is nice. You could take a ship, if you wanted to, plop it in there. Give you the full effect of it. There you go. So it looks pretty good if you wanted to use it. Option. All right, so before we get into the ships, let's do the minifigs. So let's take a look at General Grievous, Obi, and his droid. Just so they come in this little packaging, which is really good if you want to display it. You have a blueprint of them over here if you want to, and of course their names are on the bottom here if you want to use that as a display piece, which is really nice. But alas, I don't do that. I throw them out. So let's get these guys out. Oh, General Kenobi. So here's General Grievous. That's the best impersonation you're gonna get. He comes with his cloak, and I believe this comes off. It probably does to get him seated in the ship. He's tiny. He really is tiny. Can we get a better look at that face sculpt? Very pale. But here he is, and then he got his cloak on him. Very, very tiny, but a lot of detail for such a small size. Hello there. All right, so here's Obi-Wan Kenobi. I have a few Obis. I have a few Kenobis. Trying to get this one out of his other ship and his droid. So this one is from the Jedi Interceptor. So you can see the differences in both these two. It looks like this one may be a little darker. But it looks like they're kind of the same. Just feel like his robe on the left is a little darker. But they got the same mullet and everything else. Here is his droid. It is R4G9. So it's an R2 unit. They're doing a lot better with the paint because now he's got the separation on the top of the dome. And if you look at the one that came with the Jedi Interceptor, it's a different droid altogether. Because I think this one got nixed in the movie. This one is red and gray, or maroon on gray, and he's more of a tan. But if you look at the top of his head, it's painted one color, as opposed to this one where it's kind of like, it's got the lines in a circle on it to separate it out. Which they've been starting to do. Looks like they've been getting a lot better with their paint control and doing that on the R2 units. The older R2 units have a big blue dot on their head. So, yeah, they're getting better with the paint. Alright, so here is Obi-Wan's ship. We're going to look at this one first before we look at Grievous's. Now, this is like the other Jedi ones. This is his Obi-Wan Jedi Interceptor, and it says Utapau. Probably hacking that name up, but I guess that's the version. So I like the colors on this one. It's got like the blue on the off-white, grayish colors. It's got some blacks and gunmetal grays going on. The droid goes in here. I like the colors on this, I really do. And of course, you know, it's got like the TIE Fighter front there, or like the, I don't know if you want to call it like inspired by the TIE Fighters. You could bring the wings up in flight mode, and they come up like that. And of course, they got some paint and detailing underneath that as well, on both sides. And it's got landing gears, and here it is from the bottom. More detailing and all that. The landing gears. It's a small ship, and we've seen it a few times before with other Jedi. They just repaint them different colors. And I'll show you the one that I got, the one that came out earlier in the line, which is Obi-Wan's ship. So you have this one, and then you have this is the Interceptor, I believe. This is the one we saw at the beginning of the movie. Or was this one in the movie and this one was in Clone Wars? This might have been in Clone Wars. I'm not sure. There's so many versions. It's not even funny. But I also have this one. So this one is his Starfighter. This was an early one in the line. This one is number 14. So this was one of the earlier releases, and he comes with his hyperdrive unit, which I didn't feel like putting together, but he has this that when he makes a jump to light speed, that piece comes with it. One thing I forgot to show is the cockpit. As you can see, it's nicely sculpted. Not painted, but it is nicely sculpted. And you just take Obi, you put him in a sitting position, and you just plop his feet in between the little divider there, and then you have him sitting down in it. And you can see through it pretty clearly, so you can see him. And now you have a peg in here. The droid has a hole right there, and you just boop, pop him in, and you'll feel it put him in there. Now he's in there pretty tight. He ain't coming out. But I believe no button on this one. I thought there was a button that popped the little guy out. No, you just gotta wiggle him out. But anyway, that's how they look inside the ship, I should say. I do like the ship though. It's a nice little design. Just that every Jedi has them. It's just okay, you know. But they just have different colors. And I got a lot of them. I do, like Mace Windu, Yoda's. Yeah. So this is Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter from. Again, I'm gonna hack it up. I don't know. It's Utapau. Utapau. I guess that's how you say it. Alright, let's take a look at Grievous's ship now. Alright, so this is General Grievous's ship, and his is just a starfighter. It just says General Grievous's Starfighter. All right, no imagination. He didn't name it or nothing. I feel like it's gonna be like an old school Flash Gordon look for some reason. I don't know why. I see that. I just think of like it's the lines of it. It's got a long nose, and everything's in the front, and his cockpit is in the back. So let's take a look at the details. We'll go from the top to the bottom. So he's got two guns here. Got some silver and it's like a blue on like a off yellow, beige, greenish. I don't know what color that is. I don't know colors. Here's in the bottom. Getting some great details. I'm just trying to figure out how the landing gears work because the landing gears came folded down. Let me see. I'm gonna do this off camera. I'll be right back. All right, these are scary tight. These do retract in, and this piece comes up. I don't know if it stays like that the whole time or like in flight mode, but this back one doesn't move. It stays where it's at. But you do have these two that flop in, and then trying to get them out is probably gonna be fun. You know, because these things are really tight. I'm not even gonna try. Let's move on to the cockpit. Everything's so tight. So here is his cockpit. Again, details, but no paint as well. And let me see if I can put him in there. There might be a trick to it because he has a cape on. Okay, here he is without his cape. He only has two arms. That's a bummer. I was kind of hoping to have all four of them popped out. But yeah, so you could put his arms up, get him in a seated position, and then throw him into the... God, these arms are tiny. All right, let's see if I can get him in there. I don't want to... He's very flimsy. So there you go. We got him in his ship. He's sitting down, chilling. Close that up, and there you go. I wish there was a place to store this. Because he doesn't fit with that on there, but yeah. So let me try to get these landing gears down off camera. I'll be right back. All right, so let's do some other baddies and their spaceship. So here he is with something I just reviewed recently. Here he is with the TIE silencer. And this is a really, really long ship, but mostly the wings that give it that look. So if you want to look at it from like this kind of distance, so you see it's all wing. It really is. And I pulled this one out because I haven't seen this in a while, or played with it in a while. So this is the Inquisitor Transport, the Scythe. I believe... which one? I forgot the movie it was in, or the TV show. It's with the Inquisitors. Was it, God, I don't remember. I can't think of it right now. My brain is shot. But yeah, and this one is really, very, doesn't even fit in the camera. It's a big boy. It's a big ship, but it's really cool looking. I did a review on this a while ago. Because this one is number 66 in the line, and they're in the hundreds now. So I did this one like about a year ago. And just to see them together, here is Grievous with Obi ships. Small and smaller. Okay, so that was my look at Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron 2-pack. General Grievous's Final Battle. This is a Target exclusive. These ships were featured in Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. General Grievous is number 183 in this line, and Obi-Wan Kenobi's Interceptor is number 184. I love this line. I can't get enough of it. I kind of wish the releases weren't so far and few. They really don't carry them in the stores like they used to. I think Series 1 killed it with Aja Ventress's ship. It was a peg warmer for years since his line's been out. And I think, I don't know if the stores don't want to carry them anymore because of that or what, but yeah, they are hard to find in the stores. But they're there if you look. Target, I think, stocks them better than Walmart does. Anyway, great ships, great colors, great details, all the usual stuff I say every time I do these. The only thing I wish was that the Grievous's cape had some storage for it, because I gotta put it in a plastic baggie so it don't get lost. These are really cool ships. I like this color of the Interceptor over this the brown. This one I think pops more. That's just my opinion. So that's it for this video, guys and girls. I hope you all enjoyed it. Stay safe, stay healthy, and enjoy your toys. Crazy Eats is out.